All right. Elevation Nation Conversations, God Body Sean. Elevation Nation Tribe, I appreciate y'all for tuning in with me. I wanted to jump on here real quick and clear up some information or some some thoughts. This is not a red pill channel. This is not a manosphere or a MGTOW, men going their own way, or I don't like women channel. This is none of that. This is a self accountability channel and growth and development channel. Elevating yourself to be the best part of you, who you can be. So that was one thing that I want. My light is acting up, but we'll get through it. That's one thing I wanted to clear up, and I wanted to dispel some of those myths that the red pill guys and the lames and whatever that they're out there doing and putting in and saying, and the false narratives that they're giving out. So there's about 2 or 3 points that I wanted to kind of touch on real quick that I do not agree with. I don't subscribe to. I don't put that out on my channel. And this is not a red pill channel. This is not a I don't like women channel. I hate women or men are better than women and all of that. This is not what that is. So just wanted to get into a couple points and a couple topics that I wanted to make sure that people understand. Well, this is for the fellas, the red pill guys. This is for them. So here go a couple points that really don't make sense in the red pill manosphere space that I totally don't agree with. So let's get into it. The first topic I want to talk about is the vulnerability thing about men are not supposed to be vulnerable or disclose or give women too much insight about what they're going through. I think Shaq said something about that a couple days ago, and that right there is one of the biggest lame thoughts I could ever hear as far as men not being able to be vulnerable or don't divulge your things that you're going through with your woman. That's not true. That comes from a man that has really never had experiences with women on a different level, or they didn't have good experiences with the woman until they started getting things of value, what they can lead with those things. But being vulnerable to your woman creates intimacy. And women love intimacy as far as with their partners and their partnerships. It creates endorphins in their brain, and it makes them feel closer to you when you're able to open up, be vulnerable to them, be human, just like they're human. But at the same time, no, you're not supposed to just download all of your issues and things that you're going through with them. And you're not supposed to just rant and rave and not have any solutions to the issues or the topics that you're going through. So being vulnerable does not make it where a woman is going to look at you as less than a man or weak, or they're going to be looking to, get over on you and, use you. That is not true. So red pill guys, that's one thing that you need to lose, and you need to do some more critical thinking about that. It has nothing to do with not being vulnerable with your woman. It has everything to do with you choosing the right partner, you building a stable relationship with them, and you being able to be intimate with them within parameters so that you can build that intimacy with them. That creates intimacy, and that shows that you're a human and you just like them go through things, but you do have to come with solutions. You can't just have a air or aura of defeat when you're being vulnerable with your woman. You still have to, hey, let it off, get it out. Hey, cry if you need to, but get back on the horse and keep moving and keep going. The next one I wanted to address is the female hypergamy myth. Yes, that's true. Women, they do want the top guy. They do want the most, they do want to feel protected. They do want the guy that's about his business and that has a drive and motivation. But no, they're not constantly looking for that in every man that they see. If they're dating you and they're in a relationship with you, they tend to see that in you. They tend to see those traits and those things in you. They feel that you're the guy for them in their head. That's why she's dating you and she's with you. So no, they're not always looking for hypergamy and looking to jump to the next best thing. They will do that if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you're not stimulating them mentally, physically, emotionally, sexually. If you're not doing the things that a man is supposed to do, or we feel that a man is supposed to do, then yeah, she will check out on that relationship and she will start looking for something else or someone better that suits her. So that's another one of the misconceptions that a lot of the red pill guys like to say and spew and spout, where they hate all women, or all women are just looking to monkey branch and go to the next best thing, or the hypergamy thing, and that's not true. There might have been some instances where you have had that happen to you, and did you ever think to look at yourself and see what you weren't doing, what areas you could be better in, some things that you weren't providing for her that were, emotionally or sexually or intimately turning her on or keeping her attention. So just like the man wants a beautiful woman and wants somebody that looks good to them or feels good to them or understands them and makes them look good, a woman wants the same thing as well. So you red pill brothers, y'all got to stop that. Sometimes you got to look at yourself and look at what you're not doing, what you could be doing better, and elevating yourself. And what that does is sometimes that taps into a man's insecurity. She's fully invested in you. If she's dating you for the next 4, 5, 6 months, she's fully invested in you. In her mind, you are that top guy. You are that alpha male until you show her something different. Women really tend to don't operate like that, where they're trying to entertain 5 and 6 different men at the same time if they're fully invested in you. Now, there are some cases where there are some women that do that, and that's what their makeup is, but they may have went through some things, or that's just what they're looking for at that time, and that's how they operate. But not all women are like that. Majority of women are not like that, and you need to look at, maybe you chose the wrong woman if you feel that that's all she's out for, is to get the best out of you or see what's better than you while she's with you. Women tend to not walk around doing that, looking to find the best thing in every man that they see, or waiting for an opportunity to monkey branch to something that's better than what they have. They tend to think in their mind that you are the best mate for them at that time. That's why they're dating you and they're with you. So my computer is acting up, so I don't know what's going on. But yeah, they tend to be invested in you until you guys start to have disagreements all the time, or you starting to have arguments, and you guys are not communicating effectively, and she starts to feel you're not understanding her, and you feel that she's not understanding you. And then that's when the disconnect comes, where you guys don't want to be around each other anymore. And then now that's when the seeds of content come, where now, okay, yeah, she is looking for someone that is better suited for her, the same way a man would be. So that's number 2, that the red pill guys have it wrong, where they're putting out a lot of misinformation on this internet or this manosphere, and what they're doing is they're having a lot of men wound up or end up by themselves because they're taking some bad advice from some men that have had bad experiences because of maybe it's some things that they lack as well as the woman that they choose, and they chose the wrong woman. So you gotta look at yourself, guys. This red pill thing, it doesn't work in all instances, in all cases. Another one of the myths that the red pill MGTOW guys like to say is that female promiscuity and they cheat more than men. That's not true. Women are more sexually selective than men are. That's how they're hardwired. Most women do not just go around sleeping with any man, having one night stands, just being, willy-nilly, wanting to be with multiple guys at one time. That's not how women, for the most part, operate. That's more of a man thing. That's more of a conqueror thing, a chasing thing. That's more the thing that men do. They want the variety, and they want the access. That's why polygamy is a thing where it's mostly one man with multiple women. Women tend to want to be with that one man sexually or intimately, if things are going well in a relationship. If the man is connected and bonding with her, if he's emotionally attached to her, if he's not causing a lot of conflict and arguments and disagreements between each other, they tend to stay with that man in that relationship sexually, and they're not looking to cheat, and they don't go around just cheating like that as much as men do. So that's a myth. Men in that red pill manosphere don't believe that hype. That is not true. Women do not cheat more than men. That is not true at all. That's why they say a lot of time that the sex slows down in a marriage or in relationships and things like that, because men are more hardwired to want sex more than women do and more frequently than women do. Women, they carry children. So them just running around cheating with any man and the possibility of getting pregnant, that is not something that a woman that is about something that understands her femininity and her womanhood does. Because she knows that risk of she can potentially get pregnant by that man, be carrying that man's baby for the next 9 months, and now she's bringing another life into the world with someone that she didn't want to be with. So women do not cheat more than men. That is a total opposite and a fallacy. And the number 3 point that I want to touch on is that the 666 thing, where women want a man that's 6 feet tall with a six pack and making six figures. That's not all the way always true. You know that's not true when you can go to the restaurant, you can go to the movies, you can go to the store, you can go to a pool, you can go to a club, you can go to just out to the park, or you can go to a gym, and you will see women dating men that are not 6 feet tall. That's because being 6 feet tall is not the norm. The average height of women is about maybe 5 feet 4 inches, and the average height of men is maybe 5'7", 5'8", around there. So that is not the norm. Yeah, that's that might be the idea of what some women prefer, but that's not the case. If you look at a lot of the dating that's going on, women are not dating men that are 6 feet tall all the time. Most times they want a man that's maybe 3-4 inches taller than them. That's why you can see a man that's 5'7", 5'8", 5'6", and he's dating a great looking woman or a nice woman because they match. But no, they don't have to be 6 feet tall. And the six pack, that's a myth, because you've seen beautiful women with men walking around with stomachs that look like they have a beer keg. They're not in shape. They're not, physically fit, and they're not making six figures. They have a good income, they have motivation, or they have ambition, and they're making a decent income. But no, they might not be making the six figures, and that's not what all women want. They want a man that's productive, that's motivated, and that's a problem solver, and that can be attentive to them and their needs, and be emotionally attached to them, treat them well, and women will tend to stay with that man. So that's the third point, that the red pill men need to stop and quit. A lot of these arguments that the men will say, listening to some of these guys on YouTube, they're debunked, because what's happened was that man had a specifically bad incident with a relationship or with a woman, and things didn't go his way because maybe he was complaining too much and not doing anything about what he's complaining about. Maybe he wasn't connected with her, emotionally or intimately, or maybe he was not on top of his game, or carrying himself correctly, so she can be or stay physically attracted to him, or mentally attracted to him, physically attracted to him, and she checked out. She was ready to move on, and she was ready to go, and that guy probably looked at it as, oh wow, I'm not making six figures, or she don't want to be with me, or she's cheating on me because I'm working a lot, or this and that. And that maybe was not the case. Maybe it was just you need to take accountability for what you weren't doing and weren't bringing in the relationship, and she checked out. Or maybe you picked the wrong woman. You were trying to date out of your league. You were leading with, let's say, maybe money or something like that, and you couldn't hold her attention. You weren't outgoing enough. You weren't funny enough. You weren't engaging enough. And you couldn't hold her attention. So she checked out and she was ready to move on. So I know I saw a lot of the red pill channels, and a lot of guys talking this red pill thing and this and that. And a lot of them seemed like they were just hurt, butt broken men that were hurt, or men that were never in the categories of able to get women because they weren't working on themselves. Or maybe they were just the men that were never attractive to to women. Women weren't attracted to you, and that's just something that you gotta face. I'm not a super tall guy, and that's something I gotta respect, face, and understand. But I have other qualities that overcompensate for me not being 6 feet and things like that. So I think the red pill talking points have a lot of men out here looking crazy, talking sideways, like Shaquille O'Neal was talking sideways about not being intimate with your woman or being vulnerable. That's bullshit. That comes from a lane that leads with their money. So he's never maybe been in that situation or relationship where he felt secure or comfortable enough to be vulnerable with his woman because he didn't pick the right one, maybe, or he's out there just leading with his dick and leading with his money. That's what it is. So you got a lot of men that's out here running around chasing behind women, the wrong women, and when the woman give them a dose of reality, then they turn red pill and they get mad and they want to they want to diss and break bad on all women. And it's like, nah, maybe it was you. Maybe it was you that was doing something wrong. You were chasing the wrong women. You weren't coming correct, or you didn't have what it took to keep her attention. So I just wanted to tap in with my Elevation Nation tribe, Elevation Nation conversation, let y'all know this is not a red pill channel. This is not a woman hating channel. This is an accountability channel. This is a make yourself better channel, a grow and develop and elevate yourself and work on yourself, and you'll get whatever you need and whatever you want in life if you're working on yourself and you got your shit together. So this is not a red pill MANISPHERE channel where I, always talking about the problems of women and what they not doing, what they not doing. I hold men accountable to what we not doing, what we need to do better, and what we need to step up to the plate with. God, Body, Sean, Elevation Nation Conversations. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Keep rocking with the channel. It's getting better and we growing, but no, this is not a red pill MANISPHERE channel. I love women, got respect for them. And this is about accountability. We all can be accountable and hold ourselves accountable for some things we need to get better with. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. Some of these red pill guys that just got the shit screwed up and they not working on themselves and they want to whine and complain and blame all women, and that's not what it is. That's not what it's about. Appreciate y'all. Salute you guys. Much respect. Tap in with you again, and we out. One.